Everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back to here today with an article from Bretibart from one of my favorite authors, John Nolte. This is dated September 3rd and says summer box office is down 11% and non-woke movies avert catastrophe. And this is from Inside Out 2, I imagine, which is actually, from what I've heard, one of those non-woke movies. But let's go ahead and see what Mr. Nolte has to say here. The summer box office season ended up being down 11% over 2023 summer. And let's not forget that 2023 summer box office wasn't all that hot. The 2024 summer season, defined as May's first weekend through Labor Day, saw a domestic box office gross of $3.6 billion. That is down 11% from 2023 and only a smidge higher at 6% than 2022's $3.39 billion summer box office gross. Excuse me, hiccup. As the summers of 2020 and 2021 were lost due to the pandemic, so going back to normal box office years, the 2024 summer box office is down a whopping 17% compared to 2019's $4.32 billion and down 19% compared to the summer 2018's $4.41 billion. That's just the summer box office. Year to date, the 2024 box office is still down 14% compared to 2023. Nevertheless, Hollywood is relieved by these numbers. Why? Because summer started off with the year-to-date box office down 30% compared to 2023. Okay, so it actually did improve. Now, I'm not necessarily a fan of Hollywood at this point, given some of the things some of their people have said there, and have just been turned off to them completely for the last 6 years or so. So I'm just reading this thinking, like, what was it that actually kept their box office up and not from declining even further? So it said also, movies that were expected to make money did indeed make money. After the franchise film Furiosa, a Mad Max story, collapsed into a pile of girl boss fail, there was serious concern that audiences just weren't interested in the movies anymore. And maybe this is a hard take or whatever here, or a hot take. That's what I'm thinking of. Hello. I watched Furiosa last weekend. I really didn't think it was a girl boss movie, to be perfectly honest. I liked it. So, yeah, maybe my opinions are bad, but yeah, I liked it. So I didn't really think that. So what else saved the summer? Easy answer, movies for normal people. No girl bosses, i.e. Furiosa. No gay sex. No woke tartary. Many of these titles also prove that all the excuses for woke movies failing are pure lies. So Bad Boys, Ride or Die made a mint and proves Americans hate woke, not movies starring black people, and I have yet to see this Bad Boys movie. It comes out on DVD a couple of weeks from when I'm recording this, and I'm just going to, buy the updated collection that has the new movie in it to replace the old one and watch it at that point. So I'll be watching that in a couple weeks. Inside Out 2 broke records and proved Americans hate woke, not movies starring girls. And the first Inside Out is excellent. I remember seeing that in a theater with a friend of mine. And that was her idea to go see it. But I was like, oh, it's actually pretty good. But Pixar, up until a few years ago, was very, very, very reliable. So maybe I do have to see that. A Quiet Place Day 1 I also watched last week. Actually, why am I saying last week for Furiosa and A Quiet Place? Seems like so long ago. It was just Monday on Labor Day. I watched both those. There's A Quiet Place Day 1 cleaned up and proved Americans hate woke, not movies starring black women. Yes, I liked A Quiet Place Day 1 quite a bit, actually. Not as much as the first two Quiet Place movies, but it's definitely not like a bad installment in the series at all. It was pretty good. Is Deadpool and Wolverine, I have yet to see that, is anti-woke and still minting money weeks after release. There's Twisters, Despicable Me 4, there I can talk. It Ends With Us, Alien Romulus, Bang 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 Bang, all hits, all released without the studios pushing identity politics, gay sex, or any kind of political agenda. I haven't seen Twisters, I don't really care. I remember seeing the original one way back in 1996. Despicable Me 4, I'll probably watch at some point. I liked all those, the Despicable Me and Minions movies. It Ends With Us, I don't even know what that is. And Alien Romulus, I'm sure I'll see at some point, though I've heard varying things about it. Either people didn't like it or people really liked it. We'll see. So I'm sure I'll watch it at some point. So it says, hell, the director behind Twisters came right out and said his movie was apolitical and not a screed about global warming or climate change. And hello to the community note that's about to pop up on my video because I mentioned these two words here. That was a very smart piece of marketing. As in other words, what saved Hollywood from what looked like a looming catastrophe in May was escapism, entertainment, laughs. Gee, what a shock. You mean what's been drawing people to movies for 100 years still draws them? Who could have seen this coming? I like the sarcasm there. Disney and Marvel had a dismal 2023. Everything either tanked or underperformed. It was all woke crap. In the summer of 2024, Disney and Marvel scored two of the year's biggest hits, Inside Out 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine. After 3 years of inserting homosexuality into its animated movies, the Disney grooming syndicate stopped and scored. After 3 years of woke tartary, Marvel mocked the wokesters and scored. Will Hollywood learn the real lesson of the silver lining in 2024 summer's box office numbers? I sure hope not. Die, Hollywood, die. So, yeah, I mean, let's see here. Yeah, like I said, still have to see basically all of these movies here. I think every single one, except the only one mentioned or the only two in here that I saw were, like I said, Furiosa and A Quiet Place Day 1, which I like both of them quite a bit, actually. So, got to see most of the rest of these. And again, what is It Ends With Us? I didn't even heard it. Like I said, I haven't even heard of that. So, anyway, let me know what you think about this. Do you think Hollywood is going to revert back to form, or they're still going to keep up with the, as he says, the woke tartary? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.